こんにちは。私はデミです。日本で訪問看護師として働いています。今日は私の一日を紹介します。
Demi's morning begins with opening all the shutters of the windows of her house. Since Japan is an island country, sometimes it is hit by powerful typhoons or strong winds, and these shutters are a great way to protect the glass of the windows. That is why you will notice most of the houses in Japan have these huge shutters, not only to protect them from natural disasters, but also from thieves and burglars breaking in. Even though Japan is a very safe country, it is always good to be on your guard because you never know. Hey Demi, good morning.
Hi.
So I was wondering, what are you doing now?
I'm editing a video for my YouTube channel.
What kind of channel is that?
I interview nurses who are working in different places and different environment. And I want to introduce other nurses or nursing students. Know there are more opportunities other than working in a hospital.
Demi is a home visiting nurse. After graduating from high school, she worked as a caregiver in Japan for 2 years, saved some money, and then moved to New Zealand to study nutrition sciences. After completing her studies there, she worked as a caregiver in New Zealand to have some international working experience and then moved back to Japan and attained her nursing diploma. After becoming a nurse, she worked at a hospital for 4 years and then decided to work as a home visiting nurse. She's been working as a home visiting nurse for almost 6 years now, and she loves her job. Excuse me, Demi. So earlier you mentioned that you have a YouTube channel where you interview nurses. Do you always interview nurses from Japan or?
I interview nurses from all over the world. I used to work as a caregiver in New Zealand for about a year. I would like to share different aspects of working as a nurse from different places.
Demi works from 9 to 6 every day, and just like most of the Japanese, she takes the train to her work. Her partner, who lives with her, is an English teacher and has a different schedule and routine, so they go to work separately. The company that she works for has provided them with an office where all the nurses come in the morning, clock in, check their schedules, and then start visiting people who are under their care. Her office is around 30 minutes away by train, but there's quite a lot of walking, which doesn't really bother her. So Demi came to her office through a rapid train today, and if you come to Japan for the first time, some of the stations in Japan, especially in Tokyo, could be overwhelming. There are too many trains, tons of platforms. It's really confusing. So make sure that when you're taking a train, because sometimes one track could have 3 different kind of trains, local train, rapid train, and then there's a special rapid train. And there's a possibility that you take this train because the color of the train is the same, it's going in the same direction, the final destination is the same, even the name of the train is the same, but it doesn't stop at your station because maybe it's a special rapid train. So make sure to check whether if it's gonna stop at your station or not, because you might miss your appointment. However, I would highly recommend you that if you're coming here just for a short period of time, just to travel in and experience the culture and all, take local trains, because then those train stops everywhere. You can see the real life of people here in Japan. And the best part is that these trains, like local rapid or special rapid trains, if they are going in the same direction, the fare is exactly the same. There are no extra charges unless it's like an express special some blah 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 train. So make sure to check that as well. Anyways, let's go back to Demi. Another important reason to come to the office in the morning before visiting her clients is to pick up the supplies that she needs or might need during her home visits. As she was preparing her stuff, she told me that one of the most important things she must have with her is the work phone, and here is why.
We as home visiting nurses, we don't see doctors face to face every single day, not like in the hospitals. So it's very important to keep my work phone with me all time so that I can contact doctors, nurses, other health professionals, and sometimes I get phone calls from client families.
Well guys, unfortunately I wasn't given the permission to go inside the house. Today Demi's gonna visit like 5 more clients of hers, and we tried to get the permission but it wasn't granted, which I respect and I completely understand. But while she's gone, you know, just a quick shout out to all the nurses out there. Thank you so much for your service and the great work that you do. You know, my mom is a retired nurse, my wife is a nurse, so I have so much respect for all the nurses, and I know it's a very hard work. Just before, you know, Demi was talking about her phone, like how they need to keep the phone with themselves, and she was also telling me like every month they take these turns, like for 10 days they have to keep the phone with themselves for like 24 hours, and clients can call them anytime. So that means like, you know, they can be called at 2 a.m. in the morning, like if they need some help, and they're always there to, you know, support their clients. Which then I was like, oh, I sometimes complain about my job, and like, look at this. This is like really hard work, and I really appreciate that, and so much respect for that. So if you're a nurse, thank you so much. And if you're not a nurse and watching this video, please do write a little comment or, you know, some thank you message or something. That would be so nice. And while you guys write that comment, I'm gonna wait for Demi.
Hey.
So how was your first visit?
My first visit went okay.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, my clients are happy to have his hair washed on the bed, and I checked his vital signs, checked the oxygen level, and yes.
On average, Demi visits around 6 of her clients each day. Her clients are not necessarily sick, but most of them are senior citizens who need some support, and they mostly stay inside the house. Let's ask Demi what is something she loves about her job.
I like to interact with clients and their families. Mostly they are aged between 60s and sometimes over 100 years old. When I visit their houses, I can feel their history. Yeah, how they used to live, how, you know, when you walk in the room, you see sometimes like pictures on the walls or some certificates on the wall, and what they collect. They've been collecting some little small things from different places. Maybe this person really enjoyed traveling or something. I really enjoy my work. It's rewarding. Sometimes it's difficult, but sometimes, yeah, I feel it's really rewarding.
Demi works from 9 to 6 every day and gets home around 7 in the evening. Mostly her partner also gets home around the same time, and whenever possible, they have their dinner together. And this is how her day ends. Well guys, that was Demi's day. Thank you so much for watching this video today. If you have any questions related to nursing, if you want to study here, work here as a nurse, I'll put Demi's information in the description box below for you guys to directly contact her. And please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and most importantly, smile. Peace.